Listen, at this point, I have been interrupted no less than 6 times trying to make the review for the Holdovers, which I find incredibly fascinating because I was only able to watch the Holdovers on Prime today because every time I tried to see it in the theater, they were only playing it at like 10 o'clock at night. And I have a general rule: if call time is past 9 p.m. and I'm by myself, I ain't going. Like, obviously, if the call time is 9 p.m., it's going to start at 9:30. That part I get, but, like, the call time cannot be past 9 p.m. Anyway, here's the Holdovers. I'm going to make it short and sweet. It's 2 hours of a very low blood pressure film. A very sweet, it kind of hurts your heart, but it's also very sweet, low blood pressure film. So the preview will have you believe that this is about a group of boys that are staying at their school over Christmas break, but it's actually just one boy. The other boys that were staying were actually taking on a ski trip like 20 minutes into the movie. So it's just this one kid because he has a horrible mother. His dad, unfortunately, is in a full-time care facility. No fault of his own. Sometimes that happens. But his fucking mother was supposed to take him to the beach for Christmas, but she decided she was gonna go get some dick. Because apparently full bush 70s penis is more important than your kid. I'm sorry, I'll move on. Anyways, he's stuck at school with Paul Giamatti, who is the worst rated teacher on campus. Like, if the 70s had Rate My Teacher, this man is getting a 1. Which is kind of crazy because he's actually really good at what he does. And truthfully, I think I would like to be around him. I really enjoy the brainy types. I really enjoy when people can just drop little facts in conversations like that. He's still a little bit of an asshole. But he's not even really an asshole. I think he's just kind of brash. That might be the word I'm looking for. He reminds me a lot of my dad, except my dad's not an academic. He's just very by the book, I guess. Which is cozy. Anyway, that's his problem. And then poor Davina Joy Randolph, her son had died, I think the year prior or like earlier that year, and what I'm assuming is Vietnam. So she's going through a loss. Plus the father of her son died like years ago. So she's kind of by herself. I mean, she has a sister, but unless she travels to see her sister, which she does, yay, she's just alone. And that's a hard thing to go through. And it's a whole thing of everybody just getting on each other's nerves and trying to make the best of it. And then, you know, everything's kind of becoming heartwarming and we're loving each other and we're going out of our comfort zones to try new things. Like they go to Boston. And that's pretty much it. The end. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but you really should watch it because it's going to be boring if I just tell you about it. I'm going to say it's an absolute watch and it's a 10 out of 10. Okay, bye. If I were a rich man with $1 million or $2 million, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. Wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you, sir, are the human form of penis cancer. That was in fact a real line.